Curiosity in understanding the world around us is one of our most innately human qualities. How did science as we know it evolve to become the discipline it is today? What has it given humanity, and what has it taken away? Are questions that have shaped scientific history and contributed to many of its developments. When we think of the first scientific thinkers, we usually celebrate names like Socrates, Galileo, Newton, etc. But generations of anonymous thinkers around the world have been making observations and scientific discoveries for millennia. From ancient Egyptian and Greco-Roman civilizations to 9th century Islamic scholars that predated the European Renaissance, to ancient Asian civilizations culminating in today's most scientific world, humanity has been hypothesizing, exploring, experimenting, discovering, and adding value to the world of science. Curiosity remains the cornerstone of modern science even today. Sri Lanka achieved significant scientific breakthroughs during its ancient historic period. Home to the world's oldest hospital, ancient Sri Lankan civilizations made significant architectural breakthroughs with historical sites like the Sigiriya Fortress and Jetavana Stupa standing testament. Large-scale irrigation schemes were established in the country several centuries prior to those in India, and ancient Sri Lankan engineers have been commended for their advanced knowledge on building techniques. Sri Lanka had a thriving iron industry dating as early as the 2nd century BC, with crucible cast steel being manufactured many centuries before it was produced in the West. Also, the country's use of building material such as lime, clay and bricks has been much admired, with ancient Sri Lankan bricks being praised for their strength and durability. Sri Lanka's ancient civilization produced admirable scientific breakthroughs in the fields of architecture, irrigation, medicine, engineering, etc., and passed on a proud scientific heritage to its descendants. Established in 1984, the Arthur C. Clarke Institute for Modern Technologies, ACCIMT, concentrates on accelerating the process of introducing and developing modern technologies in the fields of communications, computers, energy, space technologies, and robotics by providing training and research facilities to both the government and private sector. Specializing in nanotechnology research and development, the Sri Lanka Institute of Nanotechnology, SLINTech, concentrates on providing innovative products and value additions to natural resources. SLINTech initiated the establishment of a nanotechnology park in Sri Lanka, and since commencing research in 2009 with a small hand-picked group of dedicated scientists, successfully filed 5 international patents at the United States Patent and Trademark Office, USPTO, within 10 months. Following this, in 2011, 2 additional patents were filed, a number of papers published in international scientific journals, and several key projects advanced from research to development phases. The Industrial Technology Institute, ITI, a wholly owned institute of the Government of Sri Lanka, provides technical and research support to industry by assisting in product quality improvement, technology transfers, development of new technologies, training, etc. Established in 1964, the Sri Lanka Standards Institution (SLSI) is the national standards body of Sri Lanka that concentrates on facilitating standardization, measurement, quality assurance and related activities in all sectors of the national economy. The SLSI seeks to increase productivity and maximize resource utilization, enhance international competitiveness of products and services, and safeguard consumer interest whilst improving employees' quality of life. Established in 1965 by the State Engineering Corporation, the planetarium is a theatre that shows educational programs about astronomy, space science and the night sky, and is also used to provide training on celestial navigation. Established in Colombo in 1981, the National Institute of Fundamental Studies (NIFS) was relocated to Kandy in 1985. NIFS was set up with the intention of conducting basic research in the fields of mathematics, chemistry, life sciences and social sciences in order to enhance scientific knowledge and develop the country's human resources. The National Engineering Research and Development Centre, NERD, was set up in 1974 and is today recognized as the foremost authority on innovative construction and engineering technology and methodologies. NERD supports the development of local technology, technological transfers, coordination of technological, engineering and research capabilities of various public and private sector industries, material and human resource optimization and design, manufacture and testing of prototype machinery, pilot plants, etc. NERD has been instrumental in contributing to and supporting the fields of renewable energy, biogas and biomass technology, energy management, electrical and electronic engineering and agricultural technologies. The 3-day Science and Technology for Society Forum Sri Lanka 2016 STS Forum, held from September 8th to 10th, was the largest ever gathering in Sri Lanka of members from the fields of science and technology, which culminated in the creation of the Colombo Resolution on Science, Technology and Innovation STI for Sustainable National Development.
We are meeting here at the largest international gathering of scientists, technologists and professionals ever held in Sri Lanka.
Under the guidance of Minister Susil Premajayantha, the Ministry of Science, Technology and Research focused the forum on fostering excellence in science and technology, enabling equitable and inclusive development through science, technology and innovation, promoting high-tech industries, and integrating Sri Lanka in the global value chain. The Ministry unveiled 10 areas of emerging technology that has been identified for investment. Plans for the Sri Lanka Biotechnology Innovation Park are already underway and is expected to boost the country's biotechnology industry from low-end market engagement to high-end double employment potential, triple industrial output and quadruple biotechnology exports within 4 to 5 years of commencing operations. Sri Lanka is the only South Asian country that does not have a science centre. The ministry has taken the initiative to rectify this shortcoming by establishing a National Science Centre to encourage scientific socialization and science education and institute the necessary recreational infrastructure to inculcate scientific awareness from childhood onwards. The ministry also has plans to establish a Silicon Hill in Sri Lanka, creating a space for innovation in a setting that inspires creativity. Science, engineering and technology conducted at the nanoscale and used across all the other science fields has now become a new wave of scientific study. With greater demand for materials at the nanoscale in order to take advantage of their enhanced properties such as higher strength, lighter weight, increased control of light spectrum and greater chemical reactivity than their larger scale counterparts, the field is becoming vastly popular and more advanced. The field of biotechnology has recently expanded in sophistication, scope and applicability from the days when farmers developed improved species of plants and animals by cross-pollination and cross-breeding. Biotechnology is subdivided into red, white, green and blue. Red biotechnology involves medical processes such as getting organisms to produce new drugs and stem cell research. White, also called grey biotechnology, involves industrial processes like the production of new chemicals and the development of new fuels for vehicles. Green biotechnology applies to agriculture and involves processes like the development of pest-resistant grains and the accelerated evolution of disease-resistant animals. Though rarely mentioned, blue biotechnology encompasses processes in marine and aquatic environments, such as controlling the proliferation of noxious waterborne organisms. The field of genomics is also a rapidly advancing area, as it assists to uncover the genetic makeup of patients, including their genetic differences and mutations, which can be used to form a care plan specific to the patient's individual genetic compositions. In medicine, next-generation genomic technology can collect increased amounts of genomic data, which when combined with informatics enables the integration of all this information, allowing researchers to understand drug response and disease based on genetics, and helps in the efforts to achieve personalized medicine. There are many applications for human genetics in medicine, biotechnology, anthropology, and other social sciences. Robotics is an interdisciplinary branch of engineering and science that includes mechanical engineering, electrical engineering, and computer science, etc. Robotics deals with the design, construction, operation, and use of robots and computer systems for their control, sensory feedback, and information processing. The rise in robotics engineering has helped mitigate endangering humans in dangerous situations like bomb detection and deactivation, and other dangerous environments. Robots are substitutes that can be introduced to environments where humans cannot survive. Today, robotics is a rapidly growing field. As technological advances continue, researching, designing, and building new robots serve various practical purposes, whether domestically, commercially, or militarily. Robotics is also used in STEM, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics as a teaching aid. Aerospace engineering is divided into aeronautical engineering and astronautical engineering. Where aeronautical engineering concerns the development of aircraft, astronautical engineering concentrates on the development of spacecraft and is commonly referred to as rocket science. The field of aerospace engineering is complex, involving various technologies like aerodynamics, propulsion, avionics, material science, structural analysis, and manufacturing, which necessitates engineers to specialize in individual fields. With space exploration rapidly advancing, the scope for astronautical engineering is a promising indicator. Information and Communications Technology (ICT) has now become an essential component of everyday life, with very few people being successful in existing without it. With much of the world reliant on the internet and global commerce, communication, trade, etc., the ICT field will only continue to further expand, explore, and develop. Located in Malabe, Aturugiriya, Kaduwela and Homagama, the Science and Technology City (STC) is primarily expected to provide the necessary specialized infrastructure needed to facilitate knowledge services and research-based education and training. With knowledge service areas such as IT software development, knowledge process outsourcing, business process outsourcing, nanotechnology, biotechnology, geographic information systems and data centers being identified as areas with promising potential to become Sri Lanka's key growth sectors. With the intent of creating new opportunities, connecting people to each other and the world through technology by providing a conducive, collaborative environment, it is hoped that world-class innovation may emerge from this initiative.